All right, so I'm trying to go over what happened yesterday. So let's see, my low, my high, my act of kindness. Um, Not particularly anything serious as far as my low, other than it's been over a week and I'm starting to feel a little bit better, I think. I mean, I've been a little more diligent about taking proper medication, so, nothing too serious. So for those of you guys who don't know, about a week ago I had like post-nasal drip, and like forever it's been, kind of for like the last over a week now, because it started like Tuesday afternoon, so Tuesday afternoon last week. So, yeah. Um, I find my ears are kind of itchy lately for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why. I've been taking like Claritin, like an antihistamine or whatever, but like like one of those really, really, really tiny pills that like you're only supposed to take like one a day. I've been taking those, and I think maybe that's like a side effect from that. I don't know, but yeah, I guess like I'm still sort of like, I mean, pretty much, I know for a fact I don't have you know what, because I'm pretty sure my symptoms would be a lot worse than what I'm describing. Because, like, the cough is derived from, like, a tickle in my throat, and honestly, the cough is about it. So, yeah. Although, I did sort of have a very, like, when you have, like, a sore throat and, like, you swallow and, like, your entire throat hurts? Like, for me, it was, like, on my left side of my throat. That's when, like, a small pain started to occur on Monday evening. But, as soon as I took some ibuprofen, I've been A-okay ever since. So, my low is that I'm still sort of technically under the weather, but I feel as if I am getting a little bit better. Although, if it's been another week, then I'll probably, like, do something. Or if I feel like, I shouldn't say it. Like, if I feel like I can't stand it anymore, I'm getting, like, some sort of medical attention, I guess. So there's that. My high, very nice evening. Been watching, I saw the next episode of The Weakest Link last night. That was fun. Again, I was saying this yesterday. There really isn't much going on in terms of what's on TV. I mean, the fact that The Weakest Link was on last night was sort of a godsend. I mean, yeah, football was on Monday night, but honestly, I couldn't stay up very long for either game. So there's that. Yeah, see, I am a little better because I'm like coughing stuff up and like I'm able to clear my throat a little easier. So yeah, there's that. And my act of kindness. I guess my act of kindness was the fact that I got to help out my grandma a lot yesterday. I took care of some of her stuff, which I love my grandma, so that's nice. Um, Not really much else. Not really much else to it. Again, yesterday was pretty uneventful, which is good. I mean, not every day has to be like, me talking about Amphibia or something like that. It doesn't have to be. This would be a nice, quiet, relaxing day. And I think we're going to get a little bit more of the same today. I mean, we do have the Masked Singer tonight, which I'm excited for. Oh, right. Plus, we made it to Happy Hump Day, everybody. Hey, if I find a word, worth it in there. In terms of what I've been doing in my spare time lately, okay, I'm going to do a whole video on this, probably on Friday or Saturday, because tomorrow is when I talk about the Masked Singer. Or you know what? I might be able to do it tomorrow. But I'll let you in on I'll give you guys a hint as to what it is. I mean, you guys know that for the most part, I am a huge nerd. That has been established almost since day one, being January 1st, 2018. One of the things that I have been watching throughout my entire life has been, anime, reading manga, stuff like that. For years and years and years, there's actually been one anime that everyone has been talking about lately. Well, not lately, for years. Like, for some, this particular anime has straight up changed people's lives in that regard. Hasn't quite had that effect on me, but then again, I'm not quite done watching it yet. I mean, it's a short but sweet sort of series. You could probably, well, I don't want to give away too much, but hopefully by the end of today, I should be done watching. And I'll be sure to give you a full-on, report tomorrow. So, there's that. Speaking of tomorrow, I gotta worry about the fact there's gonna be a new Hot Ones episode. Now, once I even looked up to see who the next guest on Hot Ones is. One moment, please. Instagram. Yeah, good thing about First Week Feast on Instagram, they're usually the first to post who the next Hot Ones guest is. So that's nice. And it is... Who is that? Wait. Is that who I think it is? Holy cow. It's Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey. Quite possibly one of the arguably the greatest female UFC fighter ever. Although the lioness, Nina Nunes, I think her name is. I think she may have surpassed her already. Man, I remember when Ronda Rousey was super duper famous. Well, by all accounts, technically she is. But it's weird to describe Ronda because there's just a swagger to her. Kind of in a way, kind of like Conor McGregor in a way. But a little more, well, I guess a little less showboaty, I suppose. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's a huge, flauncher of her talents, and she has every right to be. I mean, she's a famous fighter in the UFC. She has every right to sort of act the way that she does. But I remember, and this is actually really, the only thing I really personally have any sort of thing with Ronda Rousey, not a thing, but sort of an opinion, it's okay, so for many years ago, there was a professional wrestler named Roddy Piper. And he was a famous wrestler in the WWE. Everyone loved the guy. And he recently died. And Ronda declared her the next sort of iteration of Roddy Piper. I guess he was going for complete and utter alliteration. Otherwise, she would have gone for Rowdy Ronda Rousey, which, I'm a fan of alliteration. I get that. But I remember, half joking and half being serious, a woman can't be rowdy. So, yeah, I guess that was one of those very brief sort of sexist moments in my life. I mean, I always thought, the female equivalent of rowdy was sassy, but that was, me being stupid, I guess. So, in terms of how let's be honest, now that we know that it is Ronda Rousey as the next guest on Hot Ones, we still have plenty of speculation to go through, particularly how is she going to be able to handle herself. And, I mean, if Ronda Rousey's even half the stuff as she claims to be, she's going to do fine. But, Hot Ones, gets everybody. Interesting fact, though, I remember seeing this one post on Facebook, I believe, where like someone did like a power ranking of like all of the Hot Ones guests from like since like the last episode that was aired, and apparently Drew Barrymore was number one. So actually, I remember Drew Barrymore taking those wings like a champ. So yeah, I'll give her number one. Adam Richmond was like number two, which I've been a fan of Adam Richmond's forever. So, I sort of get that. Other notable people on there that I recall. I remember Eric Andre being on there. I remember Tom Segura being on there. Again, I've only seen this list like once. Plus, again, they update like after every episode of Hot Ones. So, while it is likely that after Thursday that list might not change, there is the possibility that it does. Because again, they update after every episode, so maybe something will happen, maybe nothing won't. I don't know. Yeah. Not really much else to talk about on that front, other than tomorrow I will be wishing Ronda Rousey the best of luck. The episode's already been recorded and stuff, so Lord knows how she did. We're going to know tomorrow afternoon. Well, I don't know tomorrow at around 11 o'clock. Everyone else in the country will be substantially earlier than that, because, 10 o'clock, Eastern, whatever, stuff like that. Excuse me. Anything else going on? Give me up the Masked Singer, which, if the format goes as what they've been doing so far, then we're going to be getting all of Group C today, which I'm fine with that. Group C was, watching Group C the other night was, very interesting, very fun. I had no problems with what I was particularly watching. Over the last 2 weeks, because, they did all of Group A the first week, all of Group B the second week, so naturally Group C should be going all today. I know they went over the names of the costumes for who was performing today, but again, I'll leave it up to, I'll be surprised. Well, I'm still going to wait until I watch tonight's episode to see what happens. Again, as much as I love talking about shows like The Masked Singer and stuff, in terms of like the future, all we have to go by is speculation. The good old S word. That's a lot bigger than the actual bad curse word, S word. Right. Sorry if there's like not really much for me to like go on. Sorry if it feels like sort of meh. I'm trying not to be that way at all. I really am like trying to remain, positive, optimistic. I really do feel as if, in terms of like stuffy wise. That's the thing. I think I'm getting like congested. Now I'm getting like kind of congested, which, I know this is probably TMI, but like if I had what, I wouldn't be able to taste what I'm coughing up. So I'm pretty sure in that regard I'm doing fine. Plus, I'm wearing masks everywhere I go and, stuff like that. And usually if I have to go anywhere, I'm like, in and out. Yeah. I guess the only other thing I can talk about is there's no trick-or-treating where I am this year. Yeah. Unfortunately, New York is kind of, run by, well, you would think it's run by an evil dictator, but no. It's just Cuomo. I don't know, I guess I am kind of sad on that front because it's almost worth not really thinking about what costume I'm going to wear anymore. I mean, maybe something will come up. Maybe there'll be indoor party. I don't know. I mean, there's still time to think about what's going to happen. So I guess we'll keep you guys, posted. But other than that, I think I'm just going to get ready to enjoy hump day. Like, favorite, chat, and subscribe button. Follow me on social platforms, notification on YouTube. I'm very humble to this video for all of you guys who watched and enjoyed today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful hump day. And remember, you guys who want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear, and I'll always be back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.